So I just finished a workout, as you can see, pretty drenched in sweat. And during the workout, I was listening to some Goggins, and what I came to realize is that I wanted to talk about my fitness upcoming, how I became the athlete and the fitness creator I am today. And so it all started back when I was little. My parents put me on various different kinds of sports, and what it turned out to be was that I was always just mediocre at every single sport, whether that was basketball, soccer, hockey, tennis, etc. I was always just mediocre. I was never actually good at it, and I was always just, average. I always sat average, always felt average. And then when it came to high school, towards I say 11th and 12th grade, that's when I started listening to Goggins, realizing that I had to put myself beyond average. And what I realized, what he said a lot, is doing what everyone else didn't want to do. And when I listened to these athletes, a lot of times I would hear them hating to train, whether that was having to do a bunch of cardio or having to lift weights for their sport. And therefore, I started to get the motivation to start running a shit ton. And that's what I did. I became really good at fucking running, and I kept going, and I kept going. I didn't stop. I wanted to break out of being average. I wanted to become somebody who was well-rounded in fitness, who could do what other people didn't want to do, who could do what others hated to do, what others despised. I wanted to be the one that was like, I wanted to be the person that did the shit that people say they hated. If someone in my class said, "Oh, I hate running for my sport, I hate having to run all day at practice," I'll be like, fuck that. After school, I'm gonna go run half a marathon. And that's exactly what I fucking did. I wanted to motivate my classmates, motivated my friends to start training harder, to start being better. And then eventually I joined the gym. I started lifting weights as well. And then I found out that being a hybrid athlete isn't all that bad. I realized pushing yourself to failure in the gym is also something very difficult to do, and something nobody wants to do. And lastly, I realized that training every single day is nearly impossible to do, and nearly nobody actually does it. Except for the few athletes like us, and even myself, I have to hold myself accountable. I don't train every day either, sometimes. And I have to say, it's really fucking hard. Even now, I'm not the best at running. Actually, I probably suck. I'm not the strongest at lifting. Actually, people probably think I'm weak. I just started boxing a few months ago, and I'm most definitely not the best at that. But what I don't do is quit. You keep going. And what Goggins said is that if you can take one more step forward, then take it. I don't know if it's 2 more steps, 3 more steps, but as long as you can take that step forward, you take the step. So if I were to say Goggins played a big influence on the fitness person I am today, I would 100% agree. Because I listened to him, I followed him, I did what he said, I trained the fuck out. I've been injured, I've been down, I've been up again, and I've been working hard, grinding, staying consistent, trying to become fit, trying to become better, trying to do things that are out of my comfort zone, getting punched in the face, having to run lots of miles, having to lift heavier and heavier weights, trying to hit PRs every other week. This is what I'm trying to do, is to self-improvement. Especially if you're in your 20s, you're 18, 19, 20 to 27, I don't care. It is your time to focus on you. Focus on yourself. Self-improve. Become the best version of yourself. Become the person that your younger self would have looked up to. Be that role model in society, and be a good fucking person, because we don't have enough of those people out there in the world. So find your own purpose, be the best person you possibly can be, and that is the message from me. And that is also how I became the fitness creator I am today. And I love creating, I love doing fitness. I'll always continue doing that and finding other pathways and other passions throughout my life. And I think that makes life amazing. You don't always need a lot of friends. You don't always need a lot of people around you. Sometimes it's okay to be lonely, to train alone. And that was most of my life through 11th and 12th grade, and now even today, because a lot of people don't train like you. It's not that easy to find a whole lot of people that do your routine. So remember, you do you, and I'll do me, and you become the best version of yourself.